Great. Hello, Mia. It's so great to having you here in Basel in Swiss Open. Even though you are not playing this year, but it's so great to having you tonight here.
Thank you.
And first, maybe for sure your fans wants to know like why you didn't play this year, and then also how was the little tour that we had like behind the scenes with the organizing team for the Swiss Open.
Yes. Well, the reason why I'm not playing this year is really sad because I have a new injury in both my knees that I need to take care of, and my main goal, just as last season, was to go and take the gold for the European Championship. So I have 4 weeks now to get ready for that. So that's like my main focus.
First, like we are all sad like to hearing that, but we wish you a speedy recovery that you will be ready for the European Championship.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about my second question. How was the experience like not being on the court but having this leader tour behind the scenes with the organizing team?
I think it's great. I think as a player it's also healthy and good to like see the behind the scenes and not only like the court setup and the warm-up area, the players lounge. I think it's good to have like another vision of like also how many volunteers there's actually in for an event like this. You said it was 160, so that's a lot of people around the event itself. So like I think it's good to have the perspective that a lot of people is like running around to make everything run, so you can just go on court and have to focus.
Yeah, exactly. Like there is a lot of work behind the scenes, and once like we are like focusing on the match and players are playing.
Exactly.
And then another interesting topic, which I think we are both are very passionate about, and there are a lot of fans that are passionate about women empowerment through sports, and actually amazing work that you did through Women Badminton Collective.
Thank you.
So first, we want to know more about like your motivation behind this work and also the main vision that you have.
Yeah, I think for a player like me who have experienced many things on court and off court, I really see some like lacks of opportunity, especially for young girl players and like a female player like me on my level, but maybe also like after the career. And I want to try to like find solutions for that or give more opportunities for like younger girls to get like higher experience, keep them in the sport longer time so they don't stop when they're like 16 to 18, because I think a lot of people stop there when they have to go to high school and they have to decide, okay, is it education or is it like my hobby who can become a lifestyle, who can become like a financial thing for me in the future. So I think a lot of that has been like on my mind for a very long time. And then when I moved to France and I was in like a only like male team, I really saw like, wow, you have so much more than I ever have been given. So like I want to create that for myself, but also for the next generation.
That's very nice, and actually we really admire like the mindset that you have and the support that you have like for the female players. And for me it's very interesting to hear that from you, because you are a role model and you are from Denmark. Like for players like me that I'm coming from Iran, and then I was thinking like the same, and I hearing that you had like the same challenges even though like in a different part of the world. So that shows that the work that you are doing actually can support a lot of girl players around the world.
I think it like hits very wide, like from like the players on the world tour to the players just outside the world tour and players who wants to come in from like behind. I think it's also motivating for them, for hopefully to see this and be a part of this. And especially also with my league, a lot of players like contacted me and were like, can I play? It sounds amazing. I want to be a part of this community. And that's really motivating for me, because then I want to make it bigger, find more like financial support so I can bring in maybe 2 more teams and more players. And I also like have some good talks with players that I have known for many years, but I just walk by without really like stopping and like, hey, how are you? But now I feel like everyone is like taking their time also when they are in the performance bubble, but they can like stop and be like, how are you? Do you want to drink a coffee or should we go out for dinner? I think that's a really important part in our sport, because it's an individual sport. So you are kind of alone a lot of the time. And now can I say, because Kirsty has also been a part of the project from the beginning, and we talked a lot about this like loneliness thing, because she come from a small country, and sometimes I also kind of felt like I was traveling a little bit on my own, even though I was with the Danish team. So to have people around you off the court when we travel so much is super important. Really, I think it's really important.
Exactly, like you're creating actually a support system, network of females that actually they have the same goal and same passion, and somehow they can support each other in the other way, not only on like on court, because on court that makes sense because they are sometimes like opponents, but that's very nice to bring this friendship like outside the court, and then having that support system that we are supporting each other to reaching actually our goals that we have.
Yeah, exactly, because I think I have been on the tour, or like at least play on top level for 11 to 10 years, and you also gain a lot of friendships, you know. And I think that's also a really important part to remember for after the career. Like, did you enjoy it, or was it just like a roller coaster ride and you didn't stop at any time?
Exactly. Yeah. I 100% agree. That's the topic that we can, I think, talk a lot about it. But let's touch like
we can make a full video of this,
like different episodes. Yeah. So the other topic that I think is interesting, like we somehow touch like the other aspects of that. So when we're talking about like the woman empowerment through sports, there is different like aspect. Like we're talking about the grassroots that you mentioned, and it's about like the dual career and equal access for the females, and then also visibility and media support, sponsorship, and also leadership and decision-making positions. If you want, like from your perspective, which point will be like the first one that you will pick? And you think like if you be more active on that, we can support like new generation of the female players, and then we can see like the better future for the female athletes.
Well, now I know it from myself because I'm still an active top player, and I think sometimes like the stress around like financial support, like sponsors, contracts, that can be like a main thing for many players if they can like keep going or they have to stop. And I know it from the system in Denmark, but I also feel it now when I'm independent player that it's way more expensive. And you need to have really good people around you. You need to have trustworthy sponsors and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the things I really want to grow in this community. Like I want to be able to help also people have the financial support they need so they can continue playing, and they also have like after their career they don't have to stress about this element. And that's also what my dream is for the future, that within the project and within the league and the academy also, that a lot of the players who is here now can have some extra support through the project.
So that's actually a very important point that you touched. And it's actually very great that you're doing this work beside you playing. For example, this year you are not playing in Swiss Open, but you are here with Swiss Badminton. So we have a like night of badminton, and I'm sure there is a lot of gear out there that waiting to
and
be like
only
sister
girls. It's gonna be super nice. Yeah.
So that's very cool. Well, we really enjoyed to having you here, and we really hope that next year we see you in Swiss Open, that you're playing.
Yeah.
And there's
I
a
want
lot
to
of
play.
Yeah. And then we wish you all the best for the European Championship.
Thank you.
And thanks for all the amazing work that you're doing